20! Wide, we get!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Eagles going up against the Golden Eagles.
Gracias, Larry. This site, perhaps better known for football, but the masses have turned out here for some NFL football as we come to you from the metropolis known as Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you threw an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown! So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on!
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert! Alert! 3 down. 3 down. Check.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Your trip is here. 44 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Easy. 3. Check safety.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3.
Mariota to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Wagner. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Check.
Fresno.
Set. Blue 18.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 33.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go.
Right.
What? 90.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On first down, Cummings. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Strong right. Strong right.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
4 down. 4 down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on first down. Cummings. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Cummings finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They run with Pumphrey, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Oh, look at this play call. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
And his kick is right through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Easy, 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 easy. One. Easy, 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 easy. Easy, 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 easy.
Watch the ship.
Three.
Watch the ship.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
One.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Come on. Let's Ohio. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath through the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go. What? 9.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Flex round. Hey. We got
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fighting him off. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
52.
Set. Leg.
Come on, baby. Get it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Easy. Set. One. Kill.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Three.
Run. That's where you belong.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
85 is coming. Watch him.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throw left side complete. It's Wagner. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Kill. Switch.
Play action now. Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, Ohio! Check that.
The thrower on 2nd down. Cummings. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Cummings. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
One.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
One. Set. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ohio! Flex round! Check. Let's go! What? No!
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's coming, double up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Switch. Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
One. Three. One.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And now here's a carry heading left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Oh, boy.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
44's to Mike.
Like it, huh?
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just didn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. What? 90.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Cummings. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Flex round.
We got double up.
Come on.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Cummings. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Ohio. Let's go. What? 9.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And I think the ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, Hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
And he's going to go down again. Drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, Mariota. Now he's going the other way, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Ohio! Pick the edge. Come on, Ohio! Here we go!
And they give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to throw. Cummings. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go! Red 38!
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Cummings. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on third down. Cummings. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little racky.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Mike, 44.
Halfback sent in motion.
Tighten up.
Now Mariota.
36.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
One. Ready. Blue 18.
Check three.
Mariota on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
We got 4.
Ready.
We got 4.
Mariota from the gun on third down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Easy. 3, 1.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set him back 5.
Check 24.
1st and 15 here behind the chains.
Check.
1.
Watch the ship. Hey,
1.
watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ready?
Mariota now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
1.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Check. Oh, yeah. Hey. We got 4.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Double tight.
Come on, let's go. What?
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season.
Double tight.
Ohio.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Come on, let's go.
Big edge.
Red 38.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Ohio.
Watch out.
Here we go.
Mike 54.
Red 38.
Again, it's Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go, Ohio!
And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved into the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Two tights. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Let's go. Red 38. Hot.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strong left. Silver.
Let's go. What?
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch him and call him. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Eagles, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.
you.